Hey guys, so not sure if you know or not sure if you care, but a lot of my background in drumming was in marching band, and it was where I started out. I was playing just snare before I started a kit, um, and even before I got to a full kit, I was playing kind of traditional Irish kind of Cayley drumming, which is you just have a snare drum and a bass drum really, and you have also the option of a wooden block that you can tap on, which is just another surface that's an alternative to playing just snare all the time, but you don't have hats, not very typically anyway, and you don't have toms and no cymbals. So that was kind of a halfway point between just a marching snare into Cayley and then into full kit. So one of the big inspirers for me was always looking at DCI, looking what drum corps are doing, and one of the biggest bands was the Blue Devils. Is the Blue Devils? They're still one of the biggest bands, but when I used to like eat and sleep drum corps, Blue Devils were the rock stars for me. So this is an exercise that I probably picked up from being in marching bands, and I definitely have seen a couple of them do it. And it's something that you guys can try, and it's quite simple. It's all semiquavers or 16th notes, and you basically start out for the first 8 hits, so the 1E and a 2E, and that's just a run up to each exercise or each permutation of what this is. And then the 3 and the 4E and is the bit that changes. So it's 1E and a 2E and then on the 3 you get a double, and on the 4 you get a double. So the first bar looks like this: 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a. Try to go slower: 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. A little bit slower again: 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. The tempo for this should be like. And you can go as comfortable as you want, like. That's bar 1. Bar 2, everything stays exactly the same, except that double switches to the E, which is the left hand. So it's 3 E and da. Oh my goodness, are you going to struggle with this if you haven't done anything like this before? 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and E and E and 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster: 1 E and 2 E and E and E and 1 E and 2 E and E and 4 E and. Okay, the next one, it permutates forward one more to the and. So it's 3 E and 4 E and. So it's 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and and E and. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then obviously the last one goes to the A, which is the last hit of the bar: 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. The key to this is to be able to permutate the whole way through all 4 bars without a hiccup. So here's hoping. One E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and 3 and a 4 and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 1. That could have gone terribly wrong. So I guess I was going to turn it on because I have it scripted out here on the computer, but it's going to be on the screen anyway, so that should be something to work on. Let me know if this is something that you've done before, and let me know in general if these videos are useful to you, because if I take anything out of this month of relentless videoing, I want it to be what's good. In essence, what I mean by that is, obviously for the first half of the month I was doing an awful lot of just talking on camera, which is really good for me because it got me more comfortable in dealing with talking to a camera. It's very uncomfortable for me before January. And even though it had been since 2011 when I started doing videos, it was so infrequent that I never got comfortable. And I wouldn't say I'm comfortable now either, but so much more than I used to be. And the same is true about editing. I've become a lot more comfortable with that basic edit that I do. There's a lot more flow to it. I don't get frustrated while I'm doing it because of lack of knowing what I'm doing. And I'm forcing myself to learn new things, like the time-lapsing and stuff like that. I've never done anything like that before. Let me know if you're enjoying the little rudimentary videos. If anyone enjoyed the podcast, I was going to say the just pieces to camera, talking to camera bits. Vlog is the word I was looking for. The vlog style things. I'm not interested in starting a vlog. But probably what I'm thinking of doing is taking anything that was received well out of this month of mishmash of different types of videos and try and get into a routine of doing something semi-regularly. So maybe once a week, maybe on a Friday, committing to shooting something and editing and uploading it. And that would be a lot less pressure than doing something every single day. And I find as well, uploading something every day means that there's no real demand for anything. There's a flood of videos coming from the channel, so there's no chance for any of the videos to get any kind of interaction on them, which is fine. But if there's no demand for all of this, all the effort's for nothing. So I won't do it. I hope this exercise is cool. I used to love doing this, and I probably the first time I've ever actually written it out. I used to play it by ear, just I should probably do that where you guys can see it, because that was a bit selfish of me. But that's pretty much all it is. Hope you enjoyed it. See you tomorrow.